All right, let's welcome in former quarterback of the Raiders and a four-time Pro Bowl quarterback, Derek Carr. Derek, thanks for joining us. Peyton and I would love to just nerd out for the rest of the game and just talk quarterback play. You in for that?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Perfect.
Derek, we miss seeing you in the NFL, 11 seasons, over 41,000 yards passing, 257 touchdowns. What a great career. How are you feeling? How's the shoulder? How's the health?
You know what? I'm feeling better. It's taken a long time like we thought it would, but it was really until this month until I could actually play catch with my kids out in the front. So I'm feeling much better. So that part of life is good.
All right.
Hey, Derek, backed up right here. Oh, what do you like? Oh, get out of there.
Get out.
Oh, get out.
Did he get out?
I think he got out.
Give him the momentum.
I hope he got it. Nope.
Oh, no.
Hey.
I was kind of thinking maybe some kind of hard count, maybe, Derek, right? Try to get him jump off sides, right? It's not going to hurt you if you jump.
Exactly. Every Friday and Saturday when you work the backed up stuff, everyone knows it's hard count. Try and get a free 5. Give the
right there.
Get some room.
The ball. I thought the ball get out right there.
Oh man.
Right there. Right there.
Yep.
I feel like Derek, Gino got banged up last week against Denver. Quarterback sneak's probably better just to buy you a little room. Maybe they're not doing that because of his injury, right?
I would think so. That was always the number one call on our sheet, just in case you got inside the one, was quarterback sneak, get out of there. But again, you don't want him getting banged up, especially a lower body injury. They can't afford that right now with him for sure. And that interior D-line of the Cowboys is pretty good.
Those guys are playing like a different defense tonight.
It's rare that you at the 1 yard line you run the ball and there's a free guy hitting the running back. Usually you might get stuffed a little bit or you run into your own guys, but you shouldn't have a free. Usually protect the edges pretty good. Not a free guy 100%. In there. They're reviewing this.
It looked like some kind of duo play, if I wasn't mistaken. So you would think all the gaps and getting a hat on a hat at least.
It's kind of a big 2 points because it makes it all of a sudden now it makes it a 3-score game. My math is correct.
Yeah, I went to Fresno State, Eli. I didn't do math.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be talking to this guy about his math work.
I'm a math whiz.
He tried to pull some numbers on me though at my first Pro Bowl. Eli did. He asked for my room number, and stupid me thought Eli was trying to be my friend. And the charges on that were a little higher than expected.
Yeah, we're gonna have a quarterback meeting in your room, but it got canceled. But instead, we just charged all the linemen all their drinks on your room.
I can't believe you did that to a fellow quarterback, Eli. I mean, that's made for a punter or a kicker. Quarterback's supposed to stick together, Derek.
No, well,
that's what I thought.
He was a teammate of mine's little brother. He kind of felt like a little brother to me. I never had a little brother, but your brother David is a great teammate of mine for so long, and here you're coming around. Now you're in the Pro Bowl. Like, oh yeah, I gotta get this guy. I gotta do it. I know David would play a prank on you, so I need to do it in his honor.
Look at this kick. Look at this kick.
He punted it. Oh,
jeez.
How does the ruling on that work?
Wait, what? So he's a fair catch, but they didn't catch it. Like the Dallas guys did not try to catch it. Can you catch? Couldn't they just catch it?
They could try to fair catch it, but it was so high. I mean, look, not everybody out there is a true return man, but Pickens caught it on the bounce pretty easily. I guess they're hoping it's a fumble.
Couldn't the Raiders catch that in the air? Could they have caught that in the air if no one was trying to catch it? Or is it a punt or is it a kick?
Did it go 10? I don't think it went 10 yards, did it?
Yeah, just got to get to the 30. If they just looked in this, they could have caught that, couldn't they? I don't know the rule. I don't know the rules on that. It was a punt though, but it's still a live ball, isn't it?
We need a special teams coach instead of 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Derek, a lot of people don't realize, obviously you played for the Raiders, but you grew up cheering for the Raiders as well. Talk about how important this organization is to you.
It means the world to me. You know, my whole mom's side of the family was from Texas. They're Cowboy fans. My whole dad's side was Raider fans from the Bay. And so my dad's favorite player growing up, Kenny Stabler. That's all I ever heard about. Kenny Stabler. Then it turned into Tim Brown, you know, and then Jerry Rice and Charles Woodson and all these guys. And then all of a sudden I'm teammates with Charles Woodson. I'm like, what is happening right now? You know, like this, life comes at you fast. And so this organization is really everything to me. You know, I bleed silver and black. I will forever. And, you know, I know no one wants to see this as much as Mark Davis. You know, he hates watching this outcome. I know his love for it, but I would say I rival him in my love for the Raiders for sure.
Love it. Love it.
Well, the Raiders, they need a little help right now. They got to get something going here.
No doubt. You know, Peyton has a different view probably of the Raiders' view to Eli coming into the Coliseum. We weren't very nice to opposing players.
Fact. Bubble.
Fact. When you go to a Raiders game now, do you dress up? Do you kind of throw a mask on, or you kind of get, you know, go crazy?
People don't know I've been Darth Vader for all season. No, I wish. I wish I had the time, but I am. Yeah. I am trying to get out there at some point. My kids keep begging me, Dad, can we please go back to a Raiders game? So I did talk to Mark, and so hopefully we can make that work. There you guys. There's Gorilla Rilla right there. That's my guy.
Yeah. That's your guy? We're right there with him. I got my Bo Jackson jersey on. Good to go.
That's awesome.
Derek, you're talking about your brother David. The two of y'all, Eli and I talked a lot of football growing up, still do today. I assume you and your brother had that same kind of relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we just love the game. You know, and when you guys know, playing quarterback, the hours you spend on it and the details and the things that you learn and know, it's hard just to watch a football game normal now. You know, you're like, why aren't we blocking the strong safety? Why aren't we doing, you know, just all the things that come into your brain. Like, why is there no sight? Why are we just letting that guy run free? You know, all those things. So we have those conversations and enjoy it. I'm sure just like you guys do that, you know, our family loves to sit around us during a football game and just listen to us talk about it.
Derek, we talked about Maxx Crosby a lot tonight. Look, you were the face of the offense. He was the face of the defense when y'all were together. Talk about what makes his game so special.
You know what's really special about him? Obviously, everyone sees his skills. You know, the Euro step, the wingspan, the batting the balls down, the relentless effort. But the beautiful thing for me is I got to see it firsthand every day. That you know how it is. Quarterbacks were the first ones in the building, and walking in right there with me was Maxx Crosby as a rookie.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what? You know that? Okay, it'll peter out. You know, rookies. You know, it'll go away. And ever since he stepped foot in that building, his effort and relentlessness only went up. And I was just blown away by his passion. He loved that team. He loves that team the way that I love that team. You know, and seeing that coming from a young guy, you know, that's what you want. You know, that if I'm a Raiders fan, you know, my kids, they're all wearing Crosby jerseys. You know, this is the guy that you build everything around. This is the guy doing everything right. This is the guy that you want to put on the face of everything, because his effort, he runs more after practice than any player I've ever seen in my life. You know, he does more extra. He does all those things, so it's no wonder he plays almost 100% of the snaps. You know, it's unbelievable.
Well said.
Derek, I want to ask you about a quote of yours that I read. You once said, quote, "When I watched Peyton, that's who I wanted to be, honestly." Derek, I got a two-part question here. What did you mean by that? And now that you've watched Peyton tonight, would you like to change your mind?
I don't know if I have the quarter zip. So tonight I may not, you know, go quarter zip. But, you know, Peyton knows this. I've told him to him before. You know, he was my coach for the Pro Bowl, which don't remind us, Eli, of those scores. But, you know, it was really nice, you know, being able to go to Reliant Stadium at the time. I don't know what they call Houston Texans Stadium now, but I would go early when they would play the Colts, because I would watch Peyton throw to Marvin and Reggie and, you know, Dallas and all these guys. And I would sit there and I'd watch, and I would write down the routes he was throwing, and that was my same routine, you know, from high school on. It was the same routine I was throwing last year before games. I did it every game. And so I learned so much just from watching, and I always felt my best skill set was my mind. and you getting into the right plays versus the right looks. You get one chance at that blitz and that coverage. You get one chance. You get one opportunity. It's hard to see it multiple times, and you got to make them pay when that happens. And so check into those plays, having control at the line, all those kind of things. That's what I meant by that. I just really loved the way that Peyton did it. I thought he was the best at doing it that way, and I tried to do it that way as well.
Eli, I went to a Raiders practice when Derek was playing, and we went to the quarterback meeting. He asked me about a play that when I was playing for the Colts and we played against Houston, because you were on the right hash, there was a blitz off the slot. I'm like, there's no reason anybody else would remember that play. It's been over 15 years, and Derek's like, no, I was in the stands. I was in high school. What happened on that play? That tells you what an incredible memory and what an incredible mind Derek has.
Well, I appreciate that. You saw Joe Harrington right there in that picture with us. He's the man right there. He needs a shout out.
The best, yeah. Got him in Denver now.
That's right.
All right, Derek, I know you probably don't want the Cowboys to score, but give you a chance to get on the prediction panel. You think they're going to score a touchdown? Raiders hold them to a field goal? Do we get a turnover? What are you thinking?
I'm really hoping, I'm Raiders all the way, so I'm really hoping we hold them for a field goal. So I'm just praying we get conservative with the play calling and we just opt for the field goal. I'm a little nervous, though. It's single high with C.D. Lamb and George Pickens on the field.
Derek, just in case, just for full clarity, you're playing fantasy this year. Do you have any Cowboys on your fantasy team by any chance?
So sneakily, I do have on our podcast with me and my brother, I picked Aubrey this week. And so I need another 3 points here from Aubrey.
Nice. I like that.
Derek, I know we played San Francisco in the 2011 NFC Championship game. Your brother was on that team, and I knew you were at that game. And I think you kind of wore an interesting outfit. I'm kind of curious how some of your Bay Area friends thought about that outfit you were wearing. We'll show it here in a second.
I was definitely at that game. I can't wait to see what possibly this outfit is. But I definitely was at that game. A lot of Fresno State fans in the crowd being Niner fans, and I was definitely not a Niner fan that day. I had all Giants gear on, rooting for Eli. Yeah. Although you were getting hit so much, I thought Dave was going to play. I couldn't believe the shots you were taking.
Yeah, I think I remember coming to the sideline and David was just warming up. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You're getting killed out there. I assume I'm going in." I'm like, "You don't need to warm up. You need more pads on."
Yeah, exactly.
That defense was insane. I remember that.
I thought we had a picture. I thought we had a pictures in your Giants gear. So sorry, I guess fake news. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show some highlights of me just getting hit.
That's right.
That's pretty shameless there, Derek.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a way to get more highlights.
That was a crazy game. I remember when they fumbled that punt, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, man, it's over. It's over.
All right, here we go. I need to stop here to get him in the third and tackle. I think he was out of bounds, wasn't he?
Yeah, we already stuck out.
CD's will be mad at Dak. He didn't throw the one-on-one fade to him up top, I think, right there.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
Derek, we've been talking about Bowers a lot tonight. You played with Darren Waller. Just talk about as a quarterback, you've seen Dak hit Ferguson tonight. Just what a tight end means to a quarterback.
It's unbelievable the mismatches you can get with someone that can explode and separate at that position. And so for me, having Waller, that was my guy. Everyone knew it. I knew it. The stadium knew it. But I was finding ways to check plays to get him the ball. And so, we always talked about we can't leave the football game and Waller not touch the ball. And so that was how we approached the game. And I was looking for those opportunities at quarterback all game long for those opportunities. And Bowers is one of those guys you want to do it with too.
All right. Fourth down. You might get a. Are they gonna get a stop here, Derek? You gonna get the turnover and downs right here?
I mean, as a Raider fan, I hope so, but I'm hoping for a false start and a field goal so I can get my little picture up there. That's really
You can change your mind right now. You can get whatever you want. You can make the call right here.
Because
Let's hold
I
him.
think they're going to go timeout. I'm going to hold. They're going to go timeout. It may bring him out and kick the field goal. It'd be really disrespectful of them to go for this.
All right, speaking of highlights, Derek, I want to show a highlight of yours from last season when we can. It's a blocking highlight. I think we have it. We have it dialed up. Do we have Derek's block? Take a listen here. Cut it back. Get a block, Derek. Get a block by Carr. Get a block by Carr.
Got it. Oh yeah.
What a play. What a play. Carr pancake the guys. You see that?
Yeah,
pancake block by Derek Carr. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's springboard to the right. Watch this block by Carr on the cutback here.
No, you have to go on the ground. The linemen say you have to knock a guy on the ground for a pancake.
Nope. That right there, that's a quarterback pancake. That's a quarterback pancake.
All right, Derek. I think now's your time.
We'll come back to this play.
You can come back as a pulling guard next year, I think.
We're going to hold him here and putting Derek on the panel.
There's the hold. Oh,
Come
no.
on.
Oh, you got the hold.
Put him up there.
Wow.
There it is.
Put him up there.
Never
Put
doubt.
him up there.
Never doubt.
Put him up there.
Yeah, Raiders all the way. Had to believe. Blew the coverage, but he dropped it. Let's
Panel's getting full. We got President Bush.
Right above
Fieri,
Mr. President.
Carr.
I don't know how I feel
Congrats,
about being
Derek.
above
I know
the
that's got to
president.
be a big honor for you. Getting up there next to Eli and Shane Gillis and President Bush. Stay with us, pal. Stay with us.
Here we go. Look, he's got the crowd's all fired up again. They don't know when to cheer.
You should not have to do this at home. No. That's crowd noise penetration by the defensive line. The offensive line is not getting off on the snap because they can't freaking hear.
Derek, that was our first ManningCast ever back in 2021. It seemed like the Vegas fans didn't really know when to make noise and when to be quiet. So do you think our comments were fair right there?
100% fair. Absolutely. We had to train, our fans in Oakland when I first got there. They were going crazy when we would complete like a 6-yard pass. I had just come from Fresno throwing to Devontae for 9,000 yards. And so I was used to people cheering for touchdowns. And so I was like, guys, we can be quiet. Let the offense work. And so when we got to Vegas, clearly we had to get them back, trained for that as well. But that was a great game, by the way. I can't believe that was the first one for you guys.
Walk-off touchdown, right?
Walk-off, yeah.
touchdown.
Walk-offs. Zay Jones, check. Little cover zero check.
Cover
special
zero.
seam across the field.
I remember it.
Yep.
Derek, a few weeks ago on the show, I proposed a bunch of rules that I sent to the NFL to help the offense and primarily quarterbacks. Haven't heard back from the commissioner yet, but I was told you have a great idea for a rule change down by the goal line. What's your proposal?
Well, clearly I'm biased on this one, especially playing the Cowboys, was when you give great effort and fumble at the goal line, it's the only place on the field where the defense doesn't recover it and they get the football. Like, I don't understand this. We're just getting mad at people for giving great efforts, trying to win for the team. Anywhere else, the ball goes back where it was fumbled. Anywhere else, they didn't recover it. So why are we giving them the football? But I do understand going with two hands. I do understand not reaching. That's the rule. I should have done it better, but maybe going forward we could see some cooler efforts if we would just take that away if they don't recover it.
I like it. I'll let you know. I'll put it into my proposal, but like I said, I'm total crickets from the commish, so good luck.
Derek, I remember that game versus the Cowboys, not just because of the dive and the touchback right there, but also that was also the game Gene Steratore used a note card to measure for a first down. And this year the NFL has implemented the Hawkeye system to measure first down. So do you miss the index system technique?
You know what? This was a first for me, and I think it was a first for everybody. And watching Jason Witten pat him on the butt to say thank you just told me all I needed to know about that one.
Yeah.
I was like, we're getting the ball back. We're going to go beat the Cowboys again, and this is going to be great. But no, we pulled an index card in the National Football League out. But I love Gene. Gene is great.
I've never seen that one filled in.
It's still first down.
Derek, you've gotten into coaching this season, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. I coach flag football. I had a lot of plays, over 200. How many plays in your playbook?
Same, way too many. Way too many.
You have 200?
You got to have options. You got to have options.
You don't know what the defense is going to do, especially at this.
Thank you.
There's only 8 people on the field. I was like, I don't even know how to do this with 8 people. I need choices. And so my favorite play of the season was me obviously force feeding my son 120 catches, but they finally triple teamed him. And I told our kid, I said, run a post. And the corner looked at me, and the kid ran a post and caught a touchdown from my other son. So it was great.
There you go.
I'm telling
By the
you,
way,
Eli,
I didn't know you can run posts
you never
on
know
quarters.
you never know what these fourth graders are going to do. They could corner blitz you. They could play 2-man buster, 2-man trap. You got to have options. I hate being put in a box.
Yes. First play of the season, I brought Will corner crash, and then the next play I brought free safety. Next play I brought saw. This quarterback was spinning. His head was spinning.
I like it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Stay with us, Eric.
You know that they can't make the throws your brother can, and you know that, well, he's just the best quarterback in the nation, and that's just a great thing to know.
I'm sitting here laughing at the guy. I can't believe he's saying some of this stuff.
Derek, that was you back in 2001, talking up your brother David as the best quarterback in the country. It's nice to see a younger brother supporting his older brother in everything that he does. I was wondering after the show, can you coach Eli up on how to do that?
100%. Yeah, I got nothing but love. So absolutely, that you guys went into the archives with that one. That's awesome.
Did your older brother, not give you wedgies and noogies and pin you down and knock on your chest and make you name the 28 teams in the NFL? He didn't do those things to you?
He didn't do all of those things. I'll say he didn't do all of them. Yeah, he didn't do all of them.
Gotcha. So he was a nice older brother.
He's very, very nice older brother. Yeah, definitely. There was a bigger age gap too for us. So I was like a really little brother,
Hey, Derek, earlier we had kind of our white whale list of guys we're trying to get. Tiger Woods is one of our white whales, obviously a big Raiders fan. He texted me. He said he's coming on next year, but he said to tell you thank you for your nice email. You invited him maybe to a Saints game, so he said to tell you thanks. But thanks for making Tiger watch, and maybe he'll be on our show next year. Thank you, Tiger.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Tiger
that's
did not
my,
text me. He didn't text me. So.
That's my white whale to play golf with right there. I know he's a Raider fan, so hopefully one day.
Big time. Hey, man, we appreciate you. Thanks a bunch for coming on, man. It means a lot.
Derek.
You were awesome, man.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate it, pal.
And appreciate
All
you
the
both
best
for everything.
Good luck with the coaching.